What's going on, everybody, and welcome back for week 12 of Hit the Books podcast, our Thanksgiving edition episode. We are excited to bring you this week's NFL talk as well as many other gambling topics here on Thanksgiving. Let's move it over to Tyler Huffnagel. Say hi to everyone, Tyler.
What's going on, everyone? We're back for another week, already 12 weeks in. I'm excited for this week. Last week, Team Card had some tough picks on it. I was pretty favorable in all those picks. Ended up with the Steelers being the only hit on it, but myself going 1-1 with the Patriots hitting on Thursday Night Football for me. Couldn't get my over 43 in Browns and Lions. Jesse, you also went 1-1. Your loss was the Browns Lions over as well. Saints and Eagles hitting your over. Mackey with a nice 2-1 weekend. Hit both your unders. Not an over-under guy, hitting both of his unders and missing out on the Jets plus 3.5 versus the Dolphins. Dolphins on a little hot streak lately.
Yeah, well, I made the mistake of betting on the Jets, but I got both those under bets from the trend, so they seem to be working.
Yeah.
Love to hear it. And Mackie already said some words, and we're happy to hear from him. Anything else to say, gentlemen?
Good to be back, ready to go.
Awesome. All right. And let's jump into our first game on Thanksgiving. The Chicago Bears at the Detroit Lions are a 12:30 game. We got the Bears favored at -3, the money line at -164, and the over/under at 41.5. Chicago is 6-1 straight up in its last 7 games when playing Detroit. Take it away, Huff.
In this specific game, Thanksgiving, we know Lions play every Thanksgiving. Not one of the more exciting teams to watch, but unfortunately, they play every Thanksgiving. And with them being the first game on the slate, them getting 3 points here against the Bears, Andy Dalton's going to be starting for the Bears in this game. Probably couldn't have a worse quarterback matchup for the first game on Thanksgiving Day. Andy Dalton versus, they don't even know who's starting for Detroit, whether it be Jared Goff, David Blau, or Tim Boyle, I believe the other guy's name was.
I think Jared Goff is already rolled out.
Okay, so it's probably going to be, they think it's going to be that David Blow guy, but he won last year outright on Thanksgiving, so I'm not counting the Lions out in this game. I like giving the Lions the points here if you're talking spread, but I do like this total, the 41.5. I think this game could go under 41.5, but I do have this in a teaser that you'll hear whenever we give the picks, raise that up a little bit, but I'd give the Lions the points here on Thanksgiving.
I myself am going to back that under. The total has gone under in 7 out of Chicago's last 9 games, as well as 7 of the last 8 Detroit Lions games.
Lions overs are 8-3 in their last 11 Thanksgiving games, though. So I'm riding more that Bears trend than the Lions trend here.
Can't disagree with that.
Yeah, this is definitely a game the Lions could win. I mean, get their first win of the season on Thanksgiving. Pretty shitty game if you ask me, but I definitely like the Lions here. I'm not a big Bills or Bears guy, so that might help.
I say give them the points. Be safe.
Yeah, I agree.
Alrighty, and next Thanksgiving Day game, 4:30 p.m., the Las Vegas Raiders at the Dallas Cowboys. We have the Cowboys favored at -7.5, the money line at -350, and the over/under at 51.5. Las Vegas is 7-3 straight up in its last 10 games on the road, but Dallas is 6-1 against the spread and straight up in its last 7 games at home. So sitting there at 7.5 points, what do you guys think?
This is a bigger spread than I actually anticipated. Dallas is very injured right now. I don't see them covering a 7.5 point spread here. I think they come out on top just because they're probably home, but I don't know. Dallas is injured right now. They haven't been looking their best. They didn't even score a touchdown last week. So give me Raiders plus 7.5, but Dallas wins outright.
Yeah, I'm gonna back that with the points here. I think I like the Raiders here. I thought the same thing. I thought this should be like a 4.5, maybe 5.5 point spread for Dallas. Maybe win by 6. They cover. But I think when you're talking, you can lose by a touchdown, an extra point. Even though it is against Dallas, who you said is 6-1 against the spread at home. Dallas is 1-9 against the spread in their last 10 Thanksgiving games. I'm gonna ride that trend. Give me Raiders plus 7.5.
And for our final Thanksgiving game at 8 p.m., we have the Buffalo Bills at the New Orleans Saints. We got the Bills favored at -6, the money line at -245, and the over/under at 45. Buffalo is 17-6 straight up in their last 23. And New Orleans is 5-0 against the spread and straight up in their last 5 games against Buffalo.
I like the Bills here. I think the -6 is the right number for this game to be sitting at. I think if it was higher than 6, I'd be leaning more towards New Orleans at home, getting Alvin Kamara back. Um, I just think that the Bills have the ability, coming off a loss to the Colts. The Colts are starting to look like a lot better team than everyone anticipated. I know myself, I kind of had their season hopes kind of low with Carson Wentz being the quarterback, but Jonathan
He's
Taylor's
been playing
looking like
well.
Jonathan Taylor's looking like he could be easily a top 5 running back in the NFL, if not already. So, um, I don't know. I like the Bills here. I'm going to give the Bills the points. I think they can win this game and cover 6. I just don't have too much faith in the Saints with Simeon at quarterback. Maybe if Jameis was back, obviously this would be a different spread and it'd be talking a different game. But yeah, I'm going to give the Bills the points here.
Yeah, Saints haven't really looked good ever since Jameis has been out with Simeon at quarterback. But oh, dude, Bills have not looked good either. And I'm the one who I made a big bet on them in the beginning of the year for them to win the division, and now I'm kind of panicking because it's not looking very good. And Bill
Yeah, now it's
Belichick has
even money with them with the Patriots.
yeah, yeah. And Bill Belichick has the ball in his hands now, so you never want that. But I think Bills win this game. I don't know. 6 points on the road Thanksgiving. If they cover, the total definitely goes over. But I don't know. I like the Saints +6.
I just think going back to what we said last week, when the Bills win, they cover, and if they don't cover, they lose outright. And I'm just going to take my chances with them covering the 6 and winning this game.
That's funny. You are right. Maybe you're right. I changed my mind. I like that trend.
You
I
were
was
the
a
one that
fan of
pulled
that.
that trend last week
Yeah,
too.
I was a fan of that trend, so that's why I'm changing my mind.
Love to hear it. Alrighty, and moving on to Sunday at 1 p.m., we have the Tennessee Titans at the New England Patriots. We have the Patriots favored at -6.5, the money line at -290, and the over/under at 44. Tennessee is 6-1 straight up in its last 7 games. New England is 5-0 straight up and against the spread in its last 5 games. And the total has gone over in 6 out of Tennessee's last 7 games on the road.
I actually like the Patriots here at home. I think the 6.5 is. It seems like a big spread, but Titans are another banged up team. They just cut Adrian Peterson. I don't even know who's going to be running the quarterback or running the ball for them this week. I think Patriots have the ability. This is a home game for them, 1 o'clock game. I don't know. I think Mac Jones, everything's clicking for New England right now. And like you said, 5-0 against the spread in their last 5. Yeah, give me the Patriots.
It's Dante Foreman, who's running the ball for them. But
Who is it?
Dante Foreman.
Okay.
They I don't know. This is a big spread for um a really good matchup in my opinion.
It is a good game.
Patriots also aren't the best at home. They're actually 2-4 at home this season when they're 5-0 on the road. Titans are 4-1 on the road. I know they're banged up. I know Derrick Henry is 70% of that offense, but 6.5 points in a tight matchup. I don't know. Give me Titans +6.5.
Yeah, this is definitely a tough game here at 6.5 points. Alrighty, and next we have the New York Jets at the Houston Texans. We have the Texans favored at -2.5, the money line at -146, and the over/under at 44.5. The total has gone over in 6 out of the New York Jets' last 7 games, as well as 5 out of the last 6 games at home for Houston.
I do like the over here. This is a game where they can both defenses are awful, so just throw the ball down the field, maybe get a few quick touchdowns, and then after that, you don't really got to score many points. The over-under is 44.5, so Zach Wilson's back. I don't know, maybe he'll put on a show. I like the over here.
Yeah, I think that's a good play on the over here. I don't know. Those are just two bad teams, both 2-8. I don't know, 2.5. If anyone covers this game, it's going to be the Texans win by 3 or the Jets win outright. So just don't feel comfortable giving the Jets just 2.5. If it was 3, I'd probably go Jets plus 3 or 3.5. But 2.5, I'm just going to roll with the Texans, the home team.
This is such a tough one on that over under. My determining factor was these are just two bad teams. I don't know if I can bet on them. So I will not be taking an over under on this game.
There's two really bad. There's 2 games this week featuring 4 of the worst teams to bet on this season.
Absolutely.
This game, and then Falcons Jaguars.
And I'm touching that one. Alrighty. Next, we have the Philadelphia Eagles at the New York Giants. We have the Eagles favored at -3.5, the money line at -190, and the over/under at 46. The Eagles were nice to me, and they're hitting my over/under that I placed on them last week. Do we like them again this week? The total has gone under in 8 out of the New York Giants' last 9 games at home, over in the 8 of the last 9 when playing at home against Philadelphia.
I personally like the Eagles here with the points. I just think the Giants have looked so bad over the past couple weeks, and that's not to say that they can't come out and look all right in this game. I just think maybe like a backdoor cover, last-second field goal for insurance, maybe go up by 6. I think Eagles win this game by whatever the points are, 3.5. Yeah.
Yeah, I like the Eagles here too. They've looked really good. Dallas better pick it up, or they're gonna give them a run for their money for that division. But
What's Dallas's record?
They're 7-3.
Okay.
So they have
Philly.
they have a cushion, but
Yeah, Philly's coming though. I mean,
that can get out of hand real quick.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like the Eagles here to cover.
Yeah, I like Eagles -3.5. I have that on my card. I'm thinking about it. I have a question mark next to it though. I'm not sure how much I like it, but definitely been thinking about that one.
Dude, Jalen Hurts looked good.
Mm-hmm.
Playing really good football.
Going to be a good matchup. I'm very excited for that one. Another 1 o'clock game here. Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the Indianapolis Colts. We have the Buccaneers favored at -3, the money line at -164, and the over/under at 51.5. Tampa Bay doing extremely well lately, 15-3 straight up in its last 18. The total has gone over in 5 out of Tampa Bay's last 6 games when playing Indianapolis. And Indianapolis is 5-1 against the spread in its last 6 games against Tampa Bay.
It's a tough game here for me personally because the one thing I do like a lot is I'm going to be looking at Jonathan Taylor's rushing yards over. He's been hitting that all season. I think he's 8-0 in his last 8 weeks on that rushing yards prop. So I'm going to be looking at that come this week. So stay tuned to the Instagram or whenever we're talking picks and stuff like that. But point wise or spread wise, no, I like Bucks -3, but it's just tough for me because I'm going to be rooting for Jonathan Taylor to run all over their defense. So I don't know if I'll be taking it, but I think I like Bucks -3.
I don't know. I kind of think the opposite. Bucks are not a good team on the road. They're 2-3 this year on the road. They're 5-0 at home. Obviously, they win games at home, but 2-3 on the road against a team that's really been on the rise. They're on a 3-game winning streak, 4-1 in their last 5. Carson Wentz has looked good. I like that 3 points there. I would even sprinkle money line. Colts are hungry for that division. Titans are injured. They have a chance.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. It's just I just struggle betting against Tom.
Yeah, it is hard to bet against Tom. You're right, but I don't think the play here is the Bucks.
I see what you mean. The Colts are hot right now.
They are hot. They're moving.
It's just Jonathan Taylor had 5 touchdowns last week.
Yeah, 5. He had
I had him in
points.
a parlay. I placed a 3-leg parlay last week. It was Chubb, Alvin Cook, and Jonathan Taylor. And I had another one that was like 6 people. And it was the same thing, but the people I took out all scored. It was Justin Jefferson, Najee Harris, and who was the last one? I can't remember the last one. It'll come to me. But it was like plus like 2,400 disgusting odds. I was like, yeah, this is too crazy. I'll shrink it to 3. Still hit, so I can't complain. But Would have hit if I placed all 6, which would have been insane. Justin
never
Jefferson's
complained.
another one. He's a very profitable on that anytime touchdown. Stephon Diggs. Stephon Diggs was the other one.
Stephon Diggs, if they get a touchdown, it's always him. If they get like
Mhm.
their first touchdown, it's always him. He's a good
Mhm.
first touchdown scorer.
Mm-hmm.
But
I like that a lot. I think, what's it called? Taylor's been so profitable on anything. If you look at his anytime touchdown, score odds on FanDuel, he's like so heavily minus every week. Like I think he was like minus 200 last week to get an anytime.
it's unreal.
He's usually like plus 350 for the first one. It's like not even worth putting money on him. He hits it every time. I've hit it on him twice so far this year. That 76-yard run against, I figured who was it against. I was sitting here, it was like second play of the game, 76 yards to the house. I was like, that was the easiest
It was
first touchdown
Titans, I
bet.
think.
Was it?
I don't know. It might have been, but I do
It might have
remember
been
that.
it might have been the Titans. It might have been a divisional game. He just literally house call second play of the game. I was like, well, that was easy.
In this next game, myself, I'm very excited about the Atlanta Falcons at the Jacksonville Jaguars. We got the Falcons favorited at minus 2.5. The money line at minus 134 and the over-under at 46.5. What was that, Huff?
You said you were very excited about this game. I said no one ever. Falcons, Jaguars, come on.
It's going to be a good one. Atlanta is 5-0 against the spread in its last 5 games against Jacksonville. And the total has gone under in 6 of Atlanta's last 7 games against Jacksonville, as well as under in 5 out of Jacksonville's last 5 games. I'm taking the under.
I'm taking the under. I don't know.
Part of
This is
me,
a shitty game, dude.
yeah, part of me
Dude, this
thinks
is the
the
worst.
Falcons just rolled them. And then the other part of me thinks this is Jacksonville's like another game. They have that game every couple weeks where they like look like they're gonna stay in it and they potentially win it, but I don't know. I'm not betting on the Jaguars.
Dude, the Falcons didn't even put up a point last week.
I know, like I do. That's why I can't touch this game. I have no
This
logic
is like
on it.
this Sunday is like the worst Sunday football of all Sunday footballs because
It's
the game
because
on
honestly,
Thursday.
I think
They still have
there's
a
3
Monday night
games on
football
Thursday.
game. Yeah, and they still have a Monday night football game. They still have a Sunday night football game. Like, why wouldn't you just cram every game into 1 and 4 o'clock?
Yeah.
And then they get all these shitty matchups. I don't know.
I wish it
Falcons
was
-1. They're gonna win this game like 7-6.
I wish it was Friday night football.
That'd be
I was
pretty
thinking
tough, too.
9-6.
Thursday night,
9-6.
Friday night,
That's a
Sunday
good
night,
score.
Monday night. That'd be sick, don't you think?
Yeah, that'd be too much on the players. They all
Yeah.
complain
I mean,
about
if
it.
they can do Thursday, come on.
Yeah, but they all complain about Thursday. Imagine just adding another day.
Imagine telling all the players, "Hey, you have to play a Thursday game this year and a Friday game." They'd be like,
Yeah,
"Are
now
you
you have a
fucking
better
kidding
chance
me?"
every week of having a 3-day rest.
Yeah. That's why they all love the Monday night game until the week after when you have the short week.
Yeah, you have a Monday night game and then you got a Thursday night game the next week.
You don't even practice. You just go straight to the next city.
Literally.
Yeah. I'll take Falcons.
Yeah, I'm not betting on either one of these teams,
Me
though.
neither. I'll take Falcons. Don't take the points. I don't know. I like the
The
under.
point. Not even the points, the point.
I have 2.5 on FanDuel.
Oh, do you?
Same.
Well,
I know what you're talking about, though, Mackie. Last time I checked, it was 1. So I was going
Yeah.
to correct myself and say, yeah, a point. But then I just looked and I was like, I swear that says 2.5.
Under. Alrighty, next we have the Carolina Panthers at the Miami Dolphins. We have the Panthers favorited at -2, the money line at -130, and the over/under at 42. Carolina is 10-2 against the spread in its last 12 games on the road, and the total has gone under in 10 out of Carolina's last 14 games, as well as under in 5 out of Miami's last 6.
I like the Panthers
Dolphins
here.
to win here. Oh.
Bing bong.
Let's hear it.
I don't know why. They're hot. I can't bet on the Panthers, so I'm not
Oh
going to
my
bet
god,
it.
I did not know they were on a 3-game winning streak.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. I don't want to bet against them on a 3-game win streak at home.
And fuck
Against
the Panthers.
our team to not bet against.
Respectfully, fuck the Panthers.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe Cam Newton is a different story.
I think he is, but I don't know. They're turning into the team where I don't touch their games. no matter who they're playing. I just don't like their spreads.
Yeah, we can just skip this game at this point.
Next one I do like. We got my hometown Pittsburgh Steelers going into Cincinnati. 4.5 point underdog plus 172 on the money line. Over under sitting at
Let's see
45
the plus 170. What is it? What's the money line?
plus 172.
You're definitely sprinkling that.
I don't know. I'm not too hot on those odds. I wish it was I don't know. I'm probably going
just
to,
feel
like
like
you said. I love 4.5. I think the Steelers as underdogs this year. I think they're 4-1 or 5-1 against the spread. So give me the 4.5. But like when the Steelers played Cincinnati earlier this year, Steelers were a 3-point favorite. We had them on the team card. They obviously lost that game outright, but Steelers as favorites don't cover. Steelers as underdogs, they do cover. So give me Steelers plus 4.5.
I don't know, dude. I feel like this division is so close. Like no one's gonna get swept.
That's
Like
what I'm saying. So I
Bengals
just
already
think
got their win. I don't know. I feel like
true.
Steelers can
I
definitely pull
didn't
this
think
one
about
out.
that.
Such a close
So yeah,
division.
I love the 4.5. I really do.
Dude, a sweep in this close of a division is such a big deal.
Yeah.
Divisional wins are huge.
I like what you just said, Mackie. You're exactly right. That sweep's going to be tough, but
That's
that 4.5
huge on the
points is going to
Steelers.
be. I think that 4.5 is going to be our savior.
Yeah, I agree.
Like this next one too, another divisional matchup. LA Chargers heading into Denver, going into Mile High Stadium. Chargers a 2.5 point favorite at minus 118, a minus 148 on the money line. Broncos plus 126 on the money line. The over under sitting at 47.5. I don't know. Chargers coming off a win, not covering last week. Sunday Night Football against the Steelers. It was a crazy game. Herbert looked really good, but wasn't able to cover the game. I think this week they do cover. I do like the Chargers minus 2.5 here in Denver. I just don't have too much rolling with Denver. I don't have too much faith in them as a team, but I like the Chargers minus 2.5 here.
Huff, I'm going to back that. Chargers 5-1 against the spread in their last 6 games on the road. I like them 2.5 as well.
I also this is a good play. I like the Chargers minus 2.5. Almost seems too good to be true, but it also does look like it's going to -3. Could even move even further.
Yeah, let's
I
get
don't
this
know.
at 2.5.
Yeah, this Broncos team just does not impress me.
That over under is tough. 47.5. I could see this game sitting right at 47. Like Chargers win 27-20. Something like that. 28-20.
I like it.
You know what I mean?
Even a last second field goal will still cover.
That's fine by me.
All right.
Alrighty. And next we have the Minnesota Vikings at the San Francisco 49ers. We've got the 49ers favored at -3, the money line at minus 176, and the over-under at 49. The total has gone under in 7 of Minnesota's last 8 games when playing San Francisco. But San Francisco is 10-1 straight up in its last 11 games when playing at home against Minnesota.
I don't like the Niners this year, and I don't like betting against the Vikings. Every time I bet against the Vikings, they just upset me, and I'm never doing it again. At least not this year. I actually really like the Vikings money line here. What is it? Plus 152, you said?
Plus 148.
Plus 148. Yeah, I mean, I like them +3. I might sprinkle a little money line. Little parlay booster on the money line.
Yeah, I have this this was my favorite play of the week. I love Vikings. I'm gonna get the half point right now with the +3 sitting at minus 102. You can get that half point and go +3.5 at minus 110. I'm gonna lock that in. I love the
Oh,
Vikings
might as well.
+3.5 this week.
I like that play.
It's a great idea there, Huff. Alrighty, and next we have the Los Angeles Rams at the Green Bay Packers. Tight game here with the spread only at 1 in the Packers' favor. Money line at minus 110 in the Packers' favor. Rams minus 106. Over under at 48. The Los Angeles Rams are 4-1 straight up in their last 5 games on the road. But Green Bay is 5-0 against the spread in their last 5 games against the Rams. 10-1 straight up in their last 11 games at home.
Aaron Rodgers just released that he has a fractured toe. Like I just got a notification about it like 2 minutes ago.
I saw that it was on First Take this morning. They were talking about that. They said he has a toe injury that's not going away. I didn't see fractured toe, but they did
He
announce he had a toe injury.
2 minutes ago, a notification from the score. Rodgers reveals fractured toe, could need surgery. But what does that mean in terms of him
He's
playing
not.
right
He's
now?
not. They said he's not getting the. He said he's going to play through it.
All right.
So what that
So
means, I don't know what that means.
how
I don't
recent
know how
was this toe
confident I
injury?
am in this. I think a week ago, 2 weeks ago, maybe. But talking the game right now in the pick'em situation, give me the Rams here. I think there's a situation where we could find a play where Aaron Donald or someone on this Rams defense gets a nice hit on Aaron Rodgers, and I think we could have to see some Jordan Love action the rest of the game. And I like the Rams in that situation. So you're
This is a
banking
tough
on
deep.
kind of Rodgers having to leave the game, but I don't know if I'm going to take it. But I like the Rams. Just take them to win the game.
This is definitely a tough defense to go against after really revealing you have a fractured toe.
Yeah.
But if Rodgers is healthy, like fully healthy, give me Packers for 5 units. If he's off, I don't know. If there's any like more reports about his injury, then I don't like it. I'll take
I
the
mean, it's a
Rams.
fractured toe. He's not going to
Yeah,
be
but
fully healthy.
but you never know. Like he didn't practice. He didn't practice today.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So it's like, he's not going to be fully healthy. So I'm saying, what do you like knowing he's not going to be fully healthy?
I don't know. I don't like. I'm not betting against Aaron Rodgers. So I don't like anything. I don't really like this Rams team either. I think they're overrated.
They're cold. Yeah, they've been on a cold streak.
Give me the under.
Under 48.
Like it.
Love it. Already coming down to it. Sunday primetime game. The Cleveland Browns at the Baltimore Ravens. Ravens favored at -3.5. The money line at -190, and the over/under at 45.5. The total has gone over in 4 out of Cleveland's last 5 games on the road. Cleveland is 5-2 against the spread in their last 7 games on the road. And Baltimore is 7-1 straight up in its last 8 games at home.
This is looking like it's going to go to Browns +4 with the announcement of Lamar Jackson's going to play in this game. Sunday night dogs, give me Browns +4.
Yeah, 100%. I'm riding that. Sunday night dogs covering spreads. Definitely a divisional matchup. Gonna be a
Yeah,
close game.
yeah, you got to give the underdog the points in the divisional matchup. This could be a field goal.
I don't care if it's a 1.5 point spread. I'm still taking the underdog here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love Browns here. They could win this game outright. It's such a tight matchup, like you said, with this division, the AFC North, with the Browns or with the Bengals and Steelers playing this week. Ravens Browns going out of Sunday Night Football. I think you give both the underdogs in both those games of points. I think you'll make some money with the Steelers +4.5 and the Browns +3.5.
Yeah, one of them is gonna win.
I'd wait and see. Browns could go to 4. I like them at 4, but risk of a push, but it's better than losing on 3.5. So do with that what you will, but I like the Browns here. Give them the points.
Awesome. Let's take it. Seattle Seahawks at the Washington Football Team. The Monday primetime game. Washington Football Team at -1. The money line at -116. And the over at 46.5. I myself like Washington Football Team here. I think I'd take the money line at -116. The Seahawks at -102, respectively. What do you guys think?
I don't know.
The Seahawks team just looks so bad.
I'm a Seahawks guy in a pick'em situation like this against another really bad team. I'm always going to ride with my boys. So give me Seahawks here. It's a totally
It's hard.
biased pick, though. It's an absolute
It's
biased
hard.
pick.
I mean, it's so hard not to bet against like two awful teams, and one of them has a good quarterback. How do you
That's
not
what I'm
bet on?
saying. Just give me I want to know that I have the team with the quarterback that has been in this situation where he needs 7 points and he's gotten it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like if he needs to get down and get 60 yards and kick a field goal, he can do it. If Taylor Heineke needs it, he's
Against
gonna
this
do it.
very depleted Washington defense that was so hyped up all year. Chase Young tears his ACL, and they're just absolutely not the same team they were last year.
I don't think they even started this season as a good defense.
No, I'm saying they were very hyped up, and then
Yeah,
now
before the season,
now they're
yeah,
depleted because of
definitely.
injury.
Yeah, 100%. I like the Seahawks too. I don't think I'm going to bet on it, but I do like them here.
Washington's been doing good though. Like he just beat the fucking Buccaneers outright. Like so, I don't know.
That was ridiculous. And then they beat Panthers on the road.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. We'll see.
We literally said last week we like the Panthers, but we can't bet on the Panthers. So do with that what you will as well.
And look what happened. See? Fuck the Panthers.
When we don't touch it, it always wins. Alrighty, that's going to wrap up our NFL talk. Stay tuned for more. Alrighty, now it's time for the part of the podcast that everybody comes for, the team card as well as the individual cards for each and every member of the podcast. We're going to start with the team card at with Chargers -2.5 and Steelers +4.5. We like both of those picks a lot. We're really excited to see the Steelers against the Bengals and the Chargers going to the Mile High, see the Broncos. And for myself, for my picks, I'm going to do Bills -6, under 46.5 in the Falcons and Jaguars, over 46 in the Eagles and Giants, and Washington football team money line at -116. Take it away, Mackie.
Like the picks. I myself, I'm going to go with the Cowboys and the Raiders over 51.5. We go with the Bills -6 as well as Jesse did. We go with the Titans +6.5, too many points. The Vikings +3.5. You got the Vikings 49ers under 49, and then I have the Packers Rams under 48. So I went heavy this week, but hopefully we can get
See
some
what we
W's.
can do with that, yeah.
Keep it green.
I myself went. I went heavy this week. You
Go
got the
big or go
holiday.
home.
You got the holiday teaser tomorrow. I'm going with a 2-leg teaser. I like Bears Lions. I moved the under from 41.5 to under 46.5, and I moved Bills from -6 to -1. That's gonna be -110. Took that for a unit. Vikings +3. These are all my straight ones. Vikings +3.5. Eagles -3.5. Browns +3.5, and Raiders +7.5. Stay tuned to the Instagram for all the official plays, what gets placed. But as we get closer to the week, so as these lines change, we always we're not really too fan of some of the changes and stuff like that. As we get closer to the week, stay tuned to the Instagram for what we actually end up locking in.
Couldn't have said it better myself, Huff. Alrighty, and that's going to do it for us here, week 12. What do you got for them, guys?
Yeah, boys, thanks for tuning in. Hopefully we can get some W's this week, get back on track, and get on the winning side of things.
Yeah, got a lot going this weekend. Big holiday. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone out there, all the listeners. See what we can do this weekend. Make some money tomorrow. Have a good holiday, and let's see what we can do this weekend. Good luck to everyone. Let's see what we can do.
Yes, 2 not so great weeks here on the podcast, but we're getting back to it with the Thanksgiving holiday. Happy Thanksgiving. Let's get at it. Let's get it done. See you next week. And that's going to do it for us here on this episode of Hit the Books podcast. Be sure to check us out on our various social media platforms. Instagram at hitthebooks.pod, Twitter at hitthebooks_pod, website at hitthebookspod.com for all the latest on Hit the Books. And be sure to always study hard.
Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.